In this video, we're going to go through, and I've got 8 stocks for us to review today. And these are some of these stocks we've talked about a little bit in the past, but I want to reiterate some of those because they are in the accumulation stage, and we're accumulating shares in those stocks. We've got a couple new ones here that I want to talk to you a little bit about. So let's get started with Honeywell. So the first thing I want to do is I just want to bring up this little chart for you to remind you what the Wyckoff strategy is. The Wyckoff strategy is a process of accumulating buy low, sell high. That's really what it's all about. A lot of people like to buy markets that are already up high, and that is in the distribution stage. And we don't want to be buying in the distribution stage because the distribution stage generally results in a markdown stage, which is a fall in the market. So we want to be buying low, selling high. So we want to buy during the accumulation stage. And as the market rallies up through the Elliott wave, the 3-drive pattern, reaches up into that distribution stage, that's where we want to stop accumulating or liquidate our position, liquidate our shares, depending on what our strategy is. Now, for me, I'm trying to accumulate over a longer period of time. I'm a younger guy, still got some time left for retirement. So once these get up into the distribution stage, I don't sell them. I just don't buy anymore. I wait for it to drop back down into the accumulation stage, and I start accumulating again. And I'm going to do that for years, okay? So if you are in the stage where you want to take profits out, you buy during the accumulation stage, take it up through the markup stage. When it gets up into the distribution stage, that's where you would take your profits out of the market. Now, there are cases, of course, or times when we'll take, some money out of the distribution stage and put it into a different market that's already in the accumulation stage. So it depends on what your strategy is. You can do any of those, all right? But we want to be buying during the accumulation stage. We want to be selling during the distribution or accumulating again during the next accumulation stage as the market continues to rise. So what we're going to do is going to come through and we're going to look at these different markets. This is Honeywell, and as you can see, it's gone through the accumulation stage here, and I'm just going to draw them out on this market. So this is the accumulation stage. The great thing about the bulls and bears is it tells you when the market starts going into the markdown stage, the accumulation stage, and then starts going through the rally, or what we call the markup stage, and then the reaccumulation or the distribution stage. All right, so because I say reaccumulation because sometimes we'll get a break out the top, but in this case we got to break down the bottom. So this is the first distribution stage. Now we're going back down into the reaccumulation or the accumulation stage down here, and this is the accumulation stage down here. So we want to be buying down in here, buy low, sell high, in anticipation of the next rally of this markup stage. You can see down here in the bottom we have our accumulation distribution model, which helps us, kind of reassure us of what we're doing is right and that we are looking for this red line to cross above the green line. That's really what we're looking for. As you can see, this example back here in the accumulation distribution model that lays underneath the chart. So now this is what we're looking for. So the reason I bring Honeywell to your attention is because in Honeywell we're going through the accumulation stage and we're starting to buy some shares in here and looking for the advancement of this market. Now, it doesn't mean it can't come out the bottom. It certainly can. Sometimes what you'll see is the market will come down, it'll drop out the bottom, and we'll go through another accumulation stage down in this region here. And so we want to be, kind of gently picking up shares in here, along here as this market makes some moves, dollar cost averaging into the position, anticipating that there might be a possibility we may have to go through a second accumulation stage underneath. All right, so as we come into IBM has come down, and as once again, I'll just draw this out. This is the previous accumulation stage. You can see the bulls and bears drew this in here for us very nicely as it come out of the that little rally up in there down into the accumulation stage. We then went through the markup stage. And for those of you who are savvy and know a little bit about Elliott wave, you can recognize the Elliott wave pattern in there, the 3-drive pattern that we're constantly looking for, right? So that's the nice little ABC up to the top. We got the distribution stage up in here, so you can see that this is where the market started to go a little bit sideways. We kind of would have been nice to see that third drive, that C drive, go a little higher, but it didn't. It kind of topped out up here and started to fall, coming back down once again. And you can see the blue lights coming in here with the crossover, and we're getting into what looks like to me another accumulation stage. And in fact, this is probably a nice little accumulation, and then we've come in with that second one, as we mentioned before, down in here. Now we're starting to break out. Looks like the possibility that we're going to go back up into another rally. So I want to see this market come in, give us that nice little ABC bottom formation like this, and then the next drive up. Just like that. So that's what we're looking for here in IBM. Let's go over and look at Intel. Now, I've been harping on Intel for some time. I've been in the accumulation stage of Intel clear back here in this region here. And I've just been continually buying and holding on to Intel this entire time, saying that I think Intel is a great company and that I think that, in 2 or 3 years, we're going to look back and say, where was I when Intel was trading at $25 a share? What am I going to say? I'm going to say I was right there buying it up, because that's what I'm doing right now. So this market has already started to rally. It's one of my biggest performers already in my portfolio as this thing's come up out of this big, long accumulation stage and starting to go into the markup stage. So that's where we're at with Intel, Johnson & Johnson. We've all come through the accumulation stage. We went through the markup stage with that Wyckoff markup. We've gone through the distribution stage. And you can see that we've now dropped right back down through this big down markup stage. Here's the accumulation stage right down in here. And we're anticipating that this market's going to start to go through the next rally. So this is Johnson & Johnson. We're looking forward to go through the next markup stage. So if we come through 3M, I like 3M. 3M has come down. We'll just go through and draw this in here real quick. You can see this nice little accumulation stage. It rallied up. Didn't quite give us what we were looking for. I wanted to see it come up and break this previous high. But now it come in and it's gone through a 3-drive pattern down. So if I come in here very quickly, see X is 1, 2. We got 3, 4. We're down at the bottom of the 5th wave. So I'm looking for this market to now come in and give us a new accumulation stage down in here. So I'm going to come in here, just draw a nice little box in here. And this is what I'm anticipating, that I'm looking for this market to go through an accumulation stage. And then I'm going to look for the markup stage and watch that market break out the top. So we're going to come in here and look at Nike. Nike, now this one here, a little bit of a different story, right? Because Nike has come in here and made a nice little Elliott wave pattern, X, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up into this 5th drive, and it's made this nice little ABC off the top down in here. So now we've made the full Elliott wave drive. The thing about this one is I'm looking at this and I'm saying, hey, look, this thing looks like this came up in here, made this distribution stage as it dropped out of the bottom of that thing, and now it looks like it's going through an accumulation stage right in here already. It's a strong stock. There's the possibility this thing could just break out the top right here, and away it goes again to the next level. I want to bring that to your attention because that's I'm doing a little bit of accumulation in Nike, not getting heavy into it because there's always the chance we could get that next drive down. So if you were with me a little while ago, you know that we were doing a lot of accumulation in Nike back in here. Rode that all the way back up. And now, again, I'm not liquidating because I'm holding mine for the next leg up. Even if it comes back down in here, I'll start accumulating some more down in here and start the rally once again. So if we come in here and look at Tesla, now Tesla's been a little bit disappointing in here. I have to admit, let's come in here and look at Tesla. We'll look at it real quick for those of you who didn't follow with us last time. We come in here off this nice little 3-drive pattern like this. And so we come into the bottom, that's 5, A, B, and I was expecting a nice C drive up in here. And so far, we haven't got it. Doesn't mean it's not going to come up in there and give us what we're looking for, but it's being a little bit weak in here. And so I'm not real thrilled about Tesla right now. I wanted to see it come up there and do a little bit better for us as we broke across this high, which it hasn't done. And it's starting to fall, and it looks like it wants to go back down. So this looks like a little bit of a pullback. Is it going to come down, test this bottom? Who knows? Nonetheless, I think Tesla is a great company. A lot of people want their cars. They can't make them fast enough. I mean, they simply cannot make the cars fast enough. So there's still people, even in this economy, want to buy the Tesla cars. And, so I'm looking at this as another possibility that, hey, we're going to get an opportunity to buy some more Tesla at the possible, another accumulation stage down in here before maybe we'll see a rally out the top. Who knows? But that's the process. It may just give us a little small ABC pattern in here. Might come back down, test those blue lights, and take off once again. Nonetheless, we're getting a little bit of a drawdown on Tesla right now, just giving us an opportunity to pick up some more shares at a lower price. So we come into Verizon. Verizon has given indications that we're ready to start to rally. We've gone through several accumulation stages. As you can see, this market came down quite strong off this peak here. It gave us a nice, almost a 4-drive pattern, wasn't it? Drive 1, drive 2, drive 3, drive 4, all the way to the bottom. Now we've got a little bit of a retracement. This is our accumulation stage down in here. So we've been accumulating, got a little bit of a rally, and then it's pulled back into another accumulation stage down in here as we got the little mark down coming into the accumulation. Now we're breaking out the top once again. So the possibility of Verizon coming in with a nice little ABC bottom formation. This is what I'm kind of anticipating. And so this is why I'm bringing this to your attention that, you never know. This thing could just keep right on the old train and keep right on up, but that's not generally what it does, right? Generally what we do is we get this little ABC pattern, and then this market takes off and comes up, and what we'll be looking for in the long run is for it to break across those previous highs up in there. So those will be some resistance points that we'll need to be aware of. But nonetheless, we're down here in basically the breaking out of the accumulation stage. I want to bring that to your attention. Let's look for it to pull back, kind of like what Tesla's doing, and then give us another opportunity down in here to pick up some cheaper shares and then look for the rally. And that's my 8 stocks for today. If you have any questions, please let me know.